Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And we're going to be talking about a person that is a prawn star, a person that shouldn't really be named, but we're going to name her anyways because obviously she is a terrible human being. And any of the people that are advocating for the slaughter of innocent civilians for just minding their own business and having their own lives abrupted because of insane people. So as of this, there is no real moral high ground, I guess you could really say. I mean, as Tim Pool has said, it's war. And when it comes down to war, and we have to be realistic and face the reality, war is brutal from both sides. Obviously, the aggressor and the attacker is what we would call Hamas. So I have less sympathy for those people, specifically the people that attack them, rather than the innocents involved. I would always go out and just say, attack soldiers and never innocents. Unfortunately, Hamas went and did the horrible thing and attacked the innocents. Well, we have this from porn star Mia Khalifa. Is slammed for mocking the slaughter of hundreds of Jewish people in Israel as she posted jokes about Zionist apartheid regime being brought down by guerrilla fighters and fake Gucci shirts. Yeah, this is the person that we have here. This speaks this great intellectualism. Normally I don't really like this person because this person tried to give dating advice after she had 3 failed relationships and 2 marriages gone awry. So she's not really the best person you would want to go with actual relationship advice. And then she's also the person that is now going to start calling bad things onto innocent people. So that being said, this is a problem in itself to where I do not really like these type of people. It says, we have Mia Khalifa has sparked fury online after loudly supporting the terror attacks by Hamas that hundreds of Israelis dead. The 30-year-old used up, supported the group's bombings and kidnappings for 5 million followers on X, urging the aggressors to film horizontally so she could better watch the carnage. The Lebanese American posted, can someone please tell the freedom fighters in Palestine to flip their phones and film horizontal? She made light of the horror conflict, joking about a Zionist apartheid regime being brought down by guerrilla fighters and fake Gucci shirts. Khalifa also shared an image of the terrorists riding in the back of a pickup truck, calling a Renaissance painting. Over the weekend, Hamas militias crossed into Israel from Gaza Strip and, did what was horrible to civilians. And, of course, we have this here. We're going to have this here from Mia Khalifa, obviously, and, this didn't garner very well much of love. We have this. A musical festival attended was one of the first sites to be attacked by the terrorist group, with 360 revelers massacred there. Survivors described how the gunmen went tree by tree, executing victims, and posted clips of the ordeal to post to social media, showing they were forced to hide under bushes and record hushed firewall messages to their loved ones as they watched them get killed one by one. Yes. And of course, we're not going to talk about how all this stuff is really going on here. But Mia Khalifa says this is Renaissance painting. And this is the type of problem that I have with these type of people. And I don't have any support or liking to people that say that she really cares about people. I'm a person that comes down from reality, right? And when war breaks out, I don't want anybody killed, especially civilians, because they didn't ask for this. And when you have people go out like this, like people in New York, people in all these other countries, supporting the actual death and carnage and all among atrocities that are happening to innocents, you start to lose faith or my sense of caring for you. It's the same thing to where I do not want Russian civilians killed at all in the aftermath of battle that was Ukraine versus Russia. Whereas I do not want Ukraine civilians killed by Russians because of the war. These people are civilians; they are innocent in the matter, and they did not ask for this majority of the cases. And this goes down to any war. Only people that are warriors or fighters should be the ones that should be honestly killed, even though I do not like war in general, and I think that war should probably never exist, but we are humans, and that's just the reality of things. And I understand on how gruesome war can be. The problem that I have with these people is that they usually support very atrocious and terrible things. They're not usually good people, and they want chaos and destruction. And they don't really understand the full depths of their words until it actually hits at their doorstep. And a lot of what I've seen a lot of people from the right are doing, Republicans being names, they're pretty much more advocating for more war and the destruction of some other country without understanding being in a fight. And I'll be honest, I haven't been in a fight, or at least not many that I wouldn't recommend being in anything. But I understand how fights portray and how people can get injured, how people can get killed, and how what the aftermath can do to people and families. It's almost like the fights are just not bloody worth it. I do want Israel to defend themselves because they were attacked as any normal person would. I have this American trait in me: if you are attacked, defend yourself, and Israel's doing just that. However, I'm not going to go and say that the slaughter of civilians of Hamas is the correct way to go. Of course, I understand that when in times of war, things are not pretty, and tragedies do set afoot. I'm always going to be on the defense of the defensor rather than the aggressor, because usually the aggressor is the one that's causing carnage, the defensor is just defending themselves from the carnage. And that's just my take on it. I'm not going to say whether Palestine's or Israel's ideals are better than each other, because I don't know that history. It's been going on way longer than I have, and I have no right to say much on the matter, because I don't live in those countries, and I don't know the history. All I know is I can see what's in front of me and know what's wrong and what is right. I do not advocate for such destruction. And we have this, which is obviously a joy to see. We have Playboy fires Mia Khalifa after porn star expressed support for Hamas. Playboy has cut ties with porn star Mia Khalifa over discussing her representative support of Hamas, in which she even urged terrorists to film their atrocities. The adult magazine announced its decision to part ways with Khalifa, who joined the Centerfold platform in February 2022, in an email described as late Monday. So, it goes on to say from Mia Khalifa, "I can't believe the Zionists," she says, "we expected Mia to understand her words and have actions and consequences. Users trying to access Khalifa's page on the Centerfold platform will be confronted with a not found graphic." So, yeah, Canadian-based mushroom distributors Red Light Holland also announced they fired Khalifa due to her discussing tweets celebrating rape, kidnapping, abuse, and murder by Hamas terrorists in Israel. "Consider yourself fired effective immediately," the company's CEO told Shapiro tweeted Mia Khalifa of her beyond disgusting messages. The porn star's OnlyFans account appeared to still be active Tuesday. The adult site did not respond to a request for comment. Of course they won't, because she makes them too much of their money. The adult entertainer drew mass outrage after posting a series of controversial tweets praising Hamas over the weekend. "If you look at the situation in Palestine and not be on the side of Palestinians, then you're on the wrong side of the apartheid, and history will show that in time," Khalifa wrote on X on Saturday. So, it says here, from the people that are talking about about all this, it says that, "Dear creator community, we are writing today to let you know of our decision to terminate Playboy's relationship with Mia Khalifa, including deleting Mia's Playboy channel on our creator platform. Over the past few days, Mia has made disgusting and reprehensible comments celebrating Hamas attacks on Israel and the murder of innocent men, women, and children. At Playboy, we encourage free expression and constructive political debate, but we have zero tolerance policy for hate speech. We expect Mia to understand that her words and actions have consequences. We included the letter we shared with Mia below." Good, as this should happen. I'm not really a person that wants to censor people's speech, but at the same time, your actions do have consequences. And this is finally a female that is receiving a consequence for once, that she'll probably cry to her fan base about, oh, how it's all so bad, etc., etc. No. Okay, I don't really believe in hate speech, but I do not really like the mere fact that you're going to go out and lie, or not lie, but go out and pretty much say that the death of other people and rape and all this other stuff is a-okay. These are really evil people. I don't find Mia Khalifa a nice person. I never once did. And I won't ever find that Mia Khalifa is a good person after saying these type of things. Granted, she has the right to say what she wants, and all the more power to her, and all that. But that does not mean you're free of consequences or what makes me judge you as a person for saying some of these things. And of course, I guess karma caught up to you. So, I guess what we will have to deal with is that, sorry, Mia Khalifa, you're not the greatest person that you think you are. And obviously, you are supporting a group of people that would have no problem of doing exactly what they did to the Israelis, what they would do to you. Your ignorance is powerful on that amount, and I would like to see you go to those places to where you address where supporting them, because I'm pretty sure you will not have a good time at all. So, without further ado, guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care, my friends.